And so globalization, there's a great deal of movement with the Brexit, with the US elections, as some of you, I'm sure, have followed intensely. There is a counter-globalization movement. There is a counter-liberalism movement. And that's because of two things. Because of the way we are wired. It turns out that actually from a primordial neurobehavioral standpoint, we are wired to be afraid. We have a small organ right here called the amygdala, which is the size of an almond, which is the sort of the command and control of all of our fears. And it doesn't take much to trigger that. And populist leaders have done it throughout human history, where they push the right kind of buttons, and we all retreat into this, what we call, in neuropsychological terms, very defensive postures. Because we're afraid. We don't know what's at stake. So what is constant is human nature. To me, human nature is, I've called man an emotional, amoral egoist. So, and I think we are far more emotional than we think we are. And it turns out, actually, from an experimental standpoint, that our most rational decisions are actually intertwined with emotionality, knowingly or unknowingly. So I think that's important to know. At best, we are amoral creatures, which means our moral compass is governed primarily by our perceived emotional self-interest. And so perceived is quite critical, because you can perceive incorrectly. And you can sabotage your own self-interest.